Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In the last lecture, we have solved example up to number 4 from 2.6 quadratic equation. So, today I am going to take the next examples from practice set 2.6. Example number 5. Suyash scored 10 marks more in the second unit test than in the first unit test. 5 times the marks in the second unit test is equal to the square of the marks in the first unit test. Find the score in the first unit test. So this is the example. Two important informations are given in the example. First, you can consider with the help of the first information. What is the first information? Suyash scored 10 marks more in the second unit test than that in the first unit test. That means Suyash scored 10 marks more in the second unit test. So consider the marks scored by Suyash in the first unit test. So let Suyash scored X marks in the first unit test. He scored X marks in the first unit test. Then he scored 10 marks more in the second unit test. Therefore, then he scored X plus 10 marks in the second unit test. So this is the information used by me for consideration. He scored X marks in the first unit test and he scored X plus 10 marks in the second unit test. Now, what is the second information? 5 times the marks in the first unit test. 5 times the marks in the second unit test. 5 times the marks in the second unit test is equal to the square of the marks in the first unit test. This is the second information given in the example. With the help of this information, you can construct the equation. What is the information? Before making the equation, first write 5 times the marks in the second unit test. He scored X plus 10 marks in the second unit test. 5 times means 5 into X plus 10. So this is the 5 times the marks in the second unit test. That is 5 into X plus 10. And the square of the marks in the first unit test means X square, because he scored X marks in the first unit test. Square of the marks means X square. Now, according to the given condition, according to the given information in the example, form the quadratic equation. What is the information? 5 times the marks in the second unit test means 5 into X plus 10 is equal to square of the marks in the first unit test. So 5 into X plus 10 is equal to X square. So I have written like this. X square I have written to the left hand side. X square is equal to 5 into X plus 10. Now this is the quadratic equation formed. Now solve it. Therefore, X square is equal to, open the bracket, 5 into X, 5x plus 5 into 10. 5 tens are 50. Now take all these two terms to the left hand side. Therefore, X square as it is, take these two terms to the left hand side, it will become minus 5x minus 50. Minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. Now, this is the simplest form of the quadratic equation, that is the standard form. So, look at the constant term, because quadratic coefficient is 1. Find the factor of the constant term minus 50. Such that the product should be minus 50 and addition of these two factors should be minus 5, which is the coefficient of the middle term. So 10 5s are 50, but we want minus 50. So out of these two, one should be negative. We want minus 5 as the coefficient of the middle term, so give the minus sign to the greater number. That means minus 10 into 5 minus 50 you will get, and if you add these two, minus 10 plus 5 minus 5, which is the coefficient of the middle term, that is linear coefficient. So split the middle term minus 5x according to these two factors. X square minus 10x plus 5x. We have split the middle term. Minus 10x plus 5x means minus 5x. But we have split it. Minus 50 as it is equal to 0. Now we can take x common. X we have taken common. X will remain minus x. Already we have taken common, 10 will remain. Now 5u we can take common, take plus 5u as common. X will remain, minus will as it is because we have taken plus 5u as common. Divided by 5u, 5u ones are 5u, 0 as it is equal to 0. If you observe, again we can take x minus 10 common. Therefore, take x minus 10 common. X minus 10 we have taken common. What will remain? X will remain. Write it in another bracket. X. X minus 10 we have taken common. Plus 5 will remain. Is equal to 0. Now, product of these two terms is 0 means either this should be 0 or this should be 0. Write it separately. Therefore, x minus 10 equal to 0 or x plus 5 equal to 0. Solve the simple linear equation. Therefore, x is equal to plus 10. Take it to right hand side. Or, therefore, x is equal to minus 5. Take it to right hand side. It will become minus 5. Now, what is x? X is the number of marks obtained by Suyash in the first unit test. So, marks cannot be negative. Therefore, this answer is unacceptable. Therefore, this is the correct answer. X is equal to 10. That means write the answer. Marks scored by Suyash in the first unit test is 10. This is the answer. Now, next question. Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Production cost of each pot is 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes in one day. If production cost of all pots per day is 600, find the production cost of one pot and number of pots he makes per day. What is the information given in the example? First read carefully. Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots per day and the production cost of each pot is 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes per day. So consider he makes x pots per day. If he makes x pots per day, then the production cost of each pot will be 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes, means 10x plus 40. So consider, let Kasam makes x earthen pots per day. Kasam makes x earthen pots per day. Then the cost of each pot will be, then cost of each earthen pot is 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes, means 10x plus 40. Each cost of each pot will be 40 more than 10 times the number of pots he makes per day. That means 10x plus 40. This is the price or cost of one pot. He makes x number of pots per day and the price of or cost of each earthen pot is 10x plus 40. Now make the equation with the help of these two. What is the information? If production cost of all pots per day is 600, this is given. The production cost of all pots he makes in one day is 600. That means number of pots is x and price of one pot is 10x plus 40. If you multiply these two, you will get the total cost of all pots in one day. So, from the given condition, x, that is number of pots in one day, into cost of each pot 10x plus 40 is equal to 600. number of pots into cost of each pot is equal to total cost of all the pots he makes in one day, that is 600. In this way the equation is formed. Simplify it. First open the bracket, x into 10x square, x into 40 plus 40x, take it to left hand side, minus 600 is equal to 0. Now if you observe, you can easily divide each term of the equation by 10. If you divide each term of the equation by 10, you will get x square. Therefore, x square divided by 10, you will get 4x plus 4x. Again divide minus 600 by 10, you will get minus 60 is equal to 0. So simplest form of a quadratic equation is formed where the quadratic coefficient is 1 and the constant term is minus 60. So find the factors of minus 60 such that the product should be minus 60 and addition of these two factors should be plus 4. 10, 6 are 60. Give the minus sign to the smaller one because we want plus 4. 10 into minus 6, you will get minus 60. 10 minus 6, 4. You will get the linear coefficient. Therefore, split the middle term x square. Split the middle term 4x as 10x minus 6x means plus 4x. Only we have split the middle term, right? Minus 60 as it is equal to 0. Therefore, take x common. Here x will remain as x we have taken common, plus out of 10x, x we have taken common, divided by x you will get 10. Take minus common, 6 you can take common. If you take minus 6 common, here x will remain. Minus 6 we have taken common, plus x will remain. As we have taken minus common, it will become plus. Divided by 6, 6 tens are 60 is equal to 0. Now again take x plus 10 common, therefore x plus 10 we have taken common, here x will remain and here minus 6 will be remain. Now x plus 10 into x minus 6 equal to 0. Either this should be 0 or this should be 0, write it separately. Therefore x plus 10 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 10 or x is equal to plus 6. Take it to right hand side, it will become minus. Take this minus 6 to the right hand side, it will become plus 6. Now this is the number of pots. X, what is x? Number of pots per day. So it cannot be negative. So it is unacceptable. So x is equal to 6 is the number of pots made by Qasim per day. This is the first answer we got. How many pots he makes per day? He makes 6 earthen pots per day. Now what we have to find out? Production cost of one pot. We have to find out what is the production of one cost. Production cost of one pot is 10x plus 40. The cost of each earthen pot is 10x plus 40. So put the value of x here. Therefore 10 into 6 plus 40. Therefore 60 plus 40. 10 6 are 60 plus 40 is equal to 100. So this is the cost of each earthen pots. So then what will be our answer? Qasim makes 6 earthen pots per day and production cost of each pot is rupees 100. In this way, write the answer in the last line. Next question, question number 7. Pratik travels by boat 36 km downstream and back in 8 hours. If the speed of the boat in still water is 12 km per hour, find the speed of the water current. That means Pratik is traveling by boat. he is traveling 36 kilometer distance downstream, and again he comes back, and the time required by him is 8 hours. If the speed of the boat is 12, if the speed of the boat in the still water is 12 kilometer per hour, then what is the flow of the water current? What is the speed of the water current? What is the speed of the flow of the water current? We have to find out. Here, if you observe carefully, three things are given. Time required by Pratik to come downstream and upstream. Time is given. Speed is given. Time is given. Speed is given, as well as distance traveled by Pratik, that is 36 km is given. Speed, time and distance, these three things are given, and the main important thing is given, which is time. He requires 8 hours to downstream and upstream. Pratik travels by about 36 km downstream and back in 8 hours. That is, time is important. So we should know the formula for time. Distance upon speed. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Using this formula, we can make the quadratic equation. Now, what we should consider? Find the speed of the water current we have been asked. Consider it. Consider the speed of the water current is x kilometer per hour. Let the speed of the water current be x kilometer per hour. But what we have given? The speed of the boat in still water is 12 kilometer per hour. It is given. Speed of the boat is given, which is 12 kilometer per hour. We are considering, what we are considering is speed of the water current be x kilometer per hour. Definitely the speed of the boat will be greater, that is 12 is greater than x here, because 12 is the speed of the boat in still water and x is the speed of the water current, so x is definitely less than 12. Now, the speed of the boat downstream, when the boat is going downstream, its speed will increase. Its speed is 12 already, plus the speed of the water current will be added. That means the speed of the boat downstream, when it was going downstream, will be 12 plus x kilometer. This is the speed of the boat when going downstream. And when the boat is coming upstream, its speed will be minimized. Why? Because it is flowing against the flow of the water current. So, the speed of the boat upstream, when the boat is coming upstream, its speed will be decreased by x. Its speed is 12. Its speed will be minimized by x. So, the speed of the boat upstream will be 12 minus x kilometer per hour. Then, we have to make the quadratic equation. What is given? Time required by Pratik for going downstream and upstream is 8 hours. Time is given. So, time required by Pratik for going downstream, distance upon speed. Distance is 36 kilometer. He is traveling 36 kilometer. And what is the speed of the boat? 12 plus x, because he is going in downstream direction. So, time required for going downstream will be distance upon speed, 36 upon 12 plus x, plus, and he is coming back in 8 hours. Coming back, time required for coming will be distance upon speed. Distance is same, 36 kilometer, but speed is 12 minus x. When he is coming upstream, the speed of the boat will be 12 minus x. This is the time required for upcoming. This is the time required for downstream. Sum of these two is 8 hours, because Pratik is coming back in 8 hours. Total time required for going downstream and coming upstream back is 8 hours. So, this is the time required for downstream plus time required for coming upstream is equal to 8 hours. In this way, the equation is formed. So, simplify it, make the LCM of these two, 12 plus x into 12 minus x. 12 plus x into 12 minus x. This is the LCM of these two. Do the cross multiplication in the numerator. 36 into 12 minus x. 36 into 12 minus x plus 36 into 12 plus x. 36 into 12 plus x is equal to 8 as it is. Now simplify the denominator and numerator also. Therefore 12 plus x, 12 minus x, x plus y, x minus y means x square minus y square. Use this identity. So 12 square 144 minus x square. 12 plus x, 12 minus x means 144 minus x square. Now take 36 common. 36 we have taken common. What will remain? 12 minus x. What will remain here? Plus 12 plus x is equal to 8. Is equal to 8. We have taken 36 common. 12 minus x plus 12 plus x. Minus x plus x. It will become 0. So what will remain? 36 into 12 plus 12, 24. X minus x becomes 0. Upon 144 minus x square is equal to 8. Therefore 36 into 24 upon 8 is equal to 144 minus x square. Take it to right hand side, it will go in numerator. Take it to left hand side. X divided by 8, 8 ones are 8, 8 threes are 24. Therefore 36 threes are 108. 108 is equal to 144 minus x square. Now take minus x square to the left hand side, it will become plus x square. Therefore it will become plus x square. Take 108 to right hand side, it will become minus 144 as it is. 144 as it is minus 108. Therefore what we have taken? We have taken minus x to the left hand side, it will become plus x square. We have taken 108 to the right hand side, it will become minus 108. Therefore x square is equal to 36. Subtract 108 from 144, you will get 36. Now taking square root on both sides. Therefore x is equal to plus minus 6. But what is x? X is the speed of the water current. It cannot be negative. So what is the answer? So therefore x equal to 6 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the water current. This is our answer. Find the speed of the water current. So the speed of the water current is 6 kilometer per hour is our answer.